Alright. Welcome back to Gilded Gaming, where we're gonna find out who killed Chihiro. So.
It was Makoto.
It was not Makoto. I think it was Toko. Or Byakuya. I really think it was Toko, though. And I think it was Toko. Toko took Leon's tablet and snuck into the boys' locker room and killed Chihiro.
Why would Toko do that?
Maybe she wasn't going in there to look for. I don't know. But then, like, it just seems, or it could be Byakuya. Byakuya could be trying to get us to not suspect him by making us work with him and showing us all this evidence that points to him. Like, he knew about the tablet. He knew about the file in the library. He thinks it's Genocide Jack, although it doesn't fit the MO of Genocide Jack because she wasn't stabbed. She was bludgeoned. Sure, she's strung up like the Genocide Jack murders, but I don't think it was Genocide Jack. I don't think any of them are Genocide Jack. I think that was just a convenient excuse. So maybe it is Byakuya. He knew about the tablets. He knew about the Genocide Jack file. He's been the one in the library. He knew where the extension cord was. He went into the boys.
Or it's Makoto.
No, it's not Makoto.
I mean, you were asleep for most of the night. How do you know?
I don't know, but look. Because I was asleep. I'm Makoto.
Yeah. And during that sleep, you turned into Genocide Jack.
Oh my god. It's gotta be either Byakuya or Toko. Toko is like saying that she's not gonna tell Byakuya's secrets about Genocide Jack, so maybe it is Byakuya. Maybe he is trying to make us think it's not him by getting us to work with him so that we obviously won't suspect him, but it is him. Alright.
Well, we're gonna find out.
One way to find out. The trial. Alright. Are we ready for the class trial, everyone? Let's do it.
It's Hifumi.
It is not Hifumi. So is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
Oh, it's definitely Byakuya. And Toko is?
You really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here. Kicking and screaming, just one moment, please. And just like that, he said a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. To tell him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe he would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible! So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro.
Chihiro, did you stop? She was so gentle. He was so gentle. And
Hey!
so calm and neat. You know what? Maybe she's non-binary, or maybe she.
Hey, regardless of what you think might be under her skirt, she was.
She identified as,
she was a girl.
As female.
Hey, Chi, what's up?
Hello. Nobody had any problems with her. Killed a murderer.
Well, someone had a problem with her.
Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that.
We are gonna have the class trial to find out who killed Chihiro.
And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here.
Hey, come on.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up?
Okay.
Good talk.
There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. I guess it wasn't much help at all on this one.
She says the girl with the glasses is guilty. You think it's Toka?
Yeah, her and Byakuya are my top suspects.
I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. I mean, I actually know who the killer is because I've played this game before, but no spoilers. Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro?
Kinda.
Shall we go?
Okay. Well, she pretty much said her line.
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performs such heinous acts on Weaker. You ready? You doing this?
Alright. Let's do it! We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Cross-dresser? Yes. Yeah, except for she's not a cross.
Yeah, that's actually, no, she's a girl.
She's actually a girl.
She's just a really, really buff girl.
And our victim is, I suspect, actually a boy. Who identifies as female.
But we'll see.
Gave a small nod and replied.
Yeah, Sakura is a girl.
Yeah.
She's a girl that she's a martial arts champion.
With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. Each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. Couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. Steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground.
It's kind of like Phoenix Wright, sort of.
And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, came to a sudden stop.
So in this case, one of the people here is the murderer, and they have to choose who to kill.
What is it? I redecorated it! Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good, you're rip-raring the code. God damn, I don't need it, not at all.
Except if they choose the wrong person, then all the rest of them die and that person gets to go free. They're all prisoners here.
Okay then, so let's get this show on the road.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned sheets. They're being held captive by Monokuma, the evil teddy bear.
He's not a teddy bear.
He's filled with stuffing.
It's very clear that he's not a teddy bear.
And so the curtain opened once again. He can say whatever he wants. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. That's a lot of deadly. Cross-dressing for... Alright.
Hey, you got a new skill.
Yeah.
You have 3 SP now. Or no, you spent 2? I don't know. But yeah, you've spent 3 of your 15 on Melody's voice.
Okay.
Focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration and fever time.
Okay.
Cost 5, but I mean, you got 15. Wow. I think that's the only 2 you have.
That's the only 2 I have.
Yeah. That means your focus is worth more now.
Okay. We're ready to go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Yeah, the game
If
is
you
really
can
interesting.
Figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the
And by
victim,
punish,
and
he
the
means
one
kill.
that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow.
I wonder what it could be.
Yeah.
One day they'll start giving you a little more.
Fatal injury. It appears it was a head.
Why did you remember the top one?
According to the Monokuma file,
What?
Remember it's the top button.
instrument. But
Right.
what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
That's the wrong one.
Interesting. That's certainly.
But I'm gonna listen to all of it before I go.
Poor Chihiro.
The weapon had to be at the scene of the crime. There was something with a blood stain on it.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
I can speed it up, right?
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Next one.
I bet it was an iron pipe. No, it's wrong.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
Yes, it was.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one. You looked at her head wound?
You didn't.
Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? But like, we don't know.
A new element's being added on Saturdays.
Lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. There's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach a silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Okay. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all.
You're unkind though, right?
Yeah. To my knowledge, I thought it was unkind.
We'll find out.
In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Hey, but block.
Yeah. Okay, Genocide Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm short. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
That's
try and shoot.
impossible.
You get extra time with you.
What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Oh, it's hard to shoot it.
Hey, so speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
So the no proof for it one is
I think
the...
that's the only one that they gave.
Yeah. Well, no, there was one he said about it being Genocide Jack, but I mean, like, we're trying to figure out which one is...
Right, okay, yeah, there's no proof for it, yeah. I mean, this is, really a tutorial about the white noise.
Yeah. The thing Byakuya showed me in the archive, one look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm short. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
I'm hitting the wrong thing.
So speaking
I
of
keep
You have
hitting...
11 minutes, you're fine.
I don't know who that is.
Just fast forward it.
Okay.
That one's always going to go right over the top of that. That's the point of
I'm
it.
short.
Yeah.
Case closed. as
You
far
shoot
as-
around it or shoot it with the silencer first. And then switch
Yeah.
to A and then Y.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so speaking of
I
Genocide
thought I
Jack,
had it aimed on.
I
You
don't know
did,
who
you were
that
too
is.
slow.
Got nervous. Okay.
The culprit
Let's
is
just speed
Genesai's
up.
clothes.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Alright. Well, the white noise certainly is
Might
distracting.
know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Yeah, let's just forget about
More
that for now.
importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Yeah.
According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Booblust!
No. It's actually
Bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body.
I mean, I just told you.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
I think if you play another one of these games, you should probably put the logic on hard and the action difficulty on whatever you want.
Gotcha.
Because like sometimes on less than hard, it's just like, it's A. Do you want A, B, or C?
Chihiro was most definitely suspended
I
in
never
the same
played it.
way.
No, I get it. Yeah.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case
Or
is
they read the
real
case
Genocide
file.
Jack.
How is that not another option?
No fucking way.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a
It's
sec.
Byakuya.
Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
The riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to be not to be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? I forgot how this works.
Hang man, you just gotta shoot the letters in order.
Okay. I don't know what's the word?
Schizo. S.
Okay. Okay. I forgot. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
It's not the same thing as schizophrenia.
Yeah. I couldn't figure it out, but okay.
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to
That
go
sounds
and say
schizophrenia,
that about
though.
Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have had a split personality has to do with her behavior.
I got it!
Or
You're
behavior change.
talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Wow, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
Must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
The world has a front and a back and top inning and a bottom, and I see a truth and a web of lies.
This is quite concerning. I mean, it sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
Oh, I get it. Maybe one of their secrets was...
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe
Or is she really Genocide Jack, but maybe she didn't kill her? Maybe he framed her.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
He framed her. So that he can leave. I'm so sorry I couldn't keep our promise. And she doesn't know that she was framed. She thinks she did it. He did it. He did it and he framed her. That's why he made sure we got the Genocide Jack case file. He knew that she wouldn't deny it if he called her out for being Genocide Jack, because she thinks she did it. Oh. Cunning, but not cunning enough. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Oh no. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Oh, shizzle.
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck?
Or Fumi has to stand next to her.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the
Like a
depths of
demon
every
tongue.
truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
I don't believe that.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
What is the motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
But then she would have murdered you because you're the one that she told about it. Like, I don't...
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre
I don't think it was her. Byakuya.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get more details about all of this. Status of the dead body. Okay.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
There was only two on there. There was her saying she didn't kill her, and then he was talking about the modus operandi. Problem is the status of the body. Remembering Chihiro's body, that must have the answer. To prove that what he said isn't quite right.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us?
I think it's what Byakuya said.
If you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, that's wrong.
It's the scissors. She didn't use scissors or anything to stab her.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction.
Yep.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Yes.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian
She always pins them to the
Very
walls
picky
with
about
the scissors too.
Everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
One clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. The victim's fatal injury.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
Yeah.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Yeah, the body wasn't suspended by the scissors, it was suspended by an extension cord. Right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend
It's
her?
Byakuya.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangements. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They're all male.
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Except for Hiro. The fact that she doesn't know that though. Also lends to the fact that she didn't kill her. She would have had to find her in the boys' locker room. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out. I know she couldn't have killed Not true, but okay.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They're all male.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Oh man, Byakuya, watch out!
What's wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line.
Everything's about Italian.
Absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly car!
Slowly, Cur.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
True.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
She had scissors. I mean, maybe not her prized ones, but she definitely had access to scissors in her sewing kit.
Along with an anatomy lesson.
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Crime of the moment. They didn't have a murder weapon.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! The rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
The fun part of this is if you're right and she didn't do it, then she's gonna survive for the next one.
No. Probably not for long.
But the body really
Who's gonna
was
kill her?
suspended, right? And nobody but
Sakura.
the police knew about that.
Him.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was
Because he knew who Genocide Jack was.
because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your
He
response?
thinks he's adorable.
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker room. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Huh? Suspicious?
It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
The clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. Ah. Oh!
Oh shit!
I didn't mean to.
Good more here, bud.
I know.
Non-hemophile. I think I might know what it is. I don't remember what button it is.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Just wait.
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
Hey, Retro Gamer!
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
Alright, hit start. Oh, never mind, not start. Go. Hit RB. Balancer. Tooth bullet. Fast forward. The other thing is, I don't remember if that's in this game or not. Okay, let's just keep going.
It's a non-stop debate, so it mean that I'm gonna...
Huh?
Never mind. I don't know.
It's fine. So just hit B. And hit X.
X or Y?
X on the Xbox controller, Y for you. So you can go to the tooth bullets, and we can actually see what is in that file. That'll help figure it out.
No.
This is what we're using, so. This is the only bullet you have, right?
What? Yeah. Yeah.
Go back out. He's gonna get it.
Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's a clear contradiction there. It doesn't make sense how he could have known before we'd even found it.
You hadn't found the body yet, so how did you know that it was Chihiro that you go to the girl's locker?
Oh. That's right, we did.
You said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
But he
was acting weird... how?
I wish I knew what tutorial that was.
I know, I messed up.
Get start again, real quick. If there's anything. Spot, let's loading them, quick select. Tooth bullet flashback. If you target a weak spot and hold down Y, you can use that weak spot as a temporary truth bullet later in the argument. That's what you need to do. So that's the new thing. So if you target a weak spot and hold the button down instead of firing, you basically take it and store it as a new bullet. You can use their words against them.
Okay.
So what you need to do, I think, is use her words that it was before you found the body, and then fire that at his words. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
So you just hold down Y on the weak spot.
Okay.
I thought that's the one it was going to be, but
was Chihiro,
Yeah, see, I think you fired at that.
So
You gotta
of
get it
course,
first.
I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you took me with you.
There's one other thing they do in non-stop debates that I don't know if they introduced in the first game, which is like instead of contradicting, you can fire bullets to agree. But I think that might be in the second one.
Okay. Okay. So on hers,
yeah, hold down Y on that one. There you go. Now you got before we found the body. And now when he says that it was Chihiro, you fire that.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro.
No, it's wrong.
he got killed by an owlbear, Retro.
I'll tell you what's so strange
Not
about
owlbear,
that.
owlbear.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
You're not entirely wrong, Retro.
I see.
Just stick with it.
That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is, I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. Evidence that proves that Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
So then that's where we use the
Obviously,
lever.
somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
Proof that Byakuya did it is hidden within the rope. Because it's possible, but first, the item she'd been bound with was used like rope, but was it actually a rope? No, it wasn't. Byakuya didn't use rope. He used a very specific object.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain when I want to kill? And I use those same scissors.
It's like the second
Chihiro
class.
was suspended for some kind of...
That's right! It absolutely...
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
No, that's wrong. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Doing it again. Totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Yeah?
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. Does that mean I really just accept what Byakuya said is the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. Scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? The story suddenly moved to the crime scene. Byakuya who'd been so concerned up till now, commented up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission.
So if he doesn't realize
What
it,
do
then
you
he
mean
didn't
she
do
was
it.
killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. Or something that was switched between the boys and girls' locker room. Well, there were two things that were switched.
Yes.
The poster?
Yeah.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
Nope.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms.
Perfect.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Why wouldn't the girls' locker room have a poster like that? I mean, I don't know, you know, maybe girls like big-breasted.
Everybody likes
protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
I got it! the stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Uh-huh. What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she could get into the boys' locker room, but when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there's no doubt that it was. In which case, can we really say that she used it? So, we'd use that against his statement that she used it.
Is it really possible?
Could fast forward.
Really...
She must have hacked her She was the ultimate pro. I'm sure that would have been...
No, I don't think that's... She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst. You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room.
Unless she was a
So
boy.
I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room? Byakuya is the one who did it, really? Still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the... You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial reset.
That's all she had to say for Monokuma.
For real? Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
One place you didn't look.
Want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
We didn't move the microphone.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
I mean, fair.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Sure.
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Is that what you think?
So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
You just say it. She's gotta like make you do
say
it.
that, but what? This is what is this?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
It's not possible coming from the woman who looks like a dude. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
I don't know how that was like.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Sakura's like, I just touched a pee-pee.
It's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Look, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Somebody was like, oh, was that a secret?
I think what was supposed to be interesting to him was their reaction.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now
Yes, she is.
of excitement.
Furious and scared, yeah.
Get back to the trial. I do apologize for
Kyoko's way.
waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Kyoko's way of telling people that Chihiro is a guy is saying, stick your hands under her skirt and see what happens.
Check for our pee-pee!
touched the whole body.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
And I love that Genocide Jill is just like, oh my god, I could have killed him. Because now he's like an adorable little boy.
Yes,
like,
well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
I think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
Femboys are real, you know one? Yeah. Hey, I mean, everybody's got their own.
So now everything
Their own
has
style.
been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become
I don't even know who the killer is
interesting
anymore.
indeed.
I know.
I hate you.
He's off in his own little world.
Makoto.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt.
So he was just effing around to play the game.
He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
So we were right about him being the one to make it look like it was Genocide Jack, but he didn't do it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
If Byakuya didn't do it, who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. What if it's Hiro?
Maybe it's Hiro.
Because he didn't know that Leon's handbook was broken, but he did know about the handbook and suggested that the killer would have gained access to the boys' locker room, or that Chihiro could have gained access to the boys' locker room via Leon's handbook.
What does that prove?
That he knew about the handbook, so he could...
But if he was a guy, he wouldn't have needed the handbook.
No, he would have needed a girl's handbook.
No, he wouldn't have, because Byakuya is the one who moved the body.
That's right. No, Byakuya...
No, he's not. You're right.
Byakuya found the body and altered.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He just altered.
So Hiro might have known... So
would have known to get the girls one. Yeah, that's possible.
You're not going to tell me.
Of course I'm not going to tell you. The game's going to tell you.
But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues.
I mean, it's Makoto.
It's not Makoto. Now stop it.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn
mean to do that.
in. Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah! No! Not game over!
No, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. She has more information about that. So that's, we're going to shoot down Hiro's
clue that might lead us to
with that.
who did it?
Because Celeste saw her get the duffel bag.
Yep.
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim?
Yeah.
The killer. And only the killer.
No, it's wrong. I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto. Only Makoto knows about this.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
The one guy in the formal uniform must be a huge Phoenix Wright fan. Why?
No, he's like the ultimate hallmonger. Or
the ultimate moral compass or something like that.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Your retro gamer says this is the pointing.
Oh,
Action!
what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. I don't...
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! We picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. This exercise sucks.
Okay.
Probably says what color it is.
Okay.
Where? Start.
It's what, square?
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
I don't.
Left.
Did any of that really help us get any
Sorry, oh,
closer
sorry.
to
If it was
figuring out?
PlayStation. X.
Okay, on the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Assumedly, she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene.
They were blue.
She had not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter. She didn't mention just now that it was blue.
But who else said it was blue, though?
Mondo.
There you go.
So we shoot that at...
I shoot that one, yeah.
Okay.
Because she didn't tell anybody else, so how did he know to say blue?
No way. Not a chance.
So Mondo killed her.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
He's right. What he said just now is really odd. How did he know something like that?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, that's wrong. Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. Then I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color, so why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Why would Mondo kill her?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry?
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
it was in the duffel bag. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
What do you think it is?
The way he was acting? Is there a right answer here?
Probably.
Oh my gosh. The way he talked?
I probably wrote the same one. He didn't talk much at all. The first one I used.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude.
Oh, yeah.
For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail? Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem.
You're a witch. You're frightful.
Out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Boom, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... How do we know that? Belongs to Mondo, doesn't it?
Oh, sorry.
What?
Oh. Oh.
It's Chihiro's, right?
I guess.
I got it!
Ah, I know it. Okay.
I know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime.
That's what I thought. You told me it was number 2.
You should listen to me.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Not by hitting its weak point. He said that if you tried to hack it, an alarm would go off.
It's one of the first two. It only affects your grade. But, Monokuma did tell you that it had one weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was. But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and 2 of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
Huh.
I think it's a necessary piece of information.
What is
this
this
to be a
weakness?
fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness or pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
Nice. Which is why he wanted to sit in the sweat lodge.
Oh,
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
So is this crazy freaky bear poo's sadistic side that we don't see closed door in the 100-acre woods? Probably. Yeah.
The mastermind is Christopher Robin. I knew it.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook,
Oh my
in the
gosh,
sauna,
I gotta know!
then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite.
He found out the night that he sat in the sauna.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
He didn't take his clothes off that night. So he had his handbook on him, found out the night he sat in the sauna, and then he knew how to break them.
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
You had a roommate in your barracks named Christopher Robin? Nice.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
I one time was substituting and had a student named Ivy League.
And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Oh my gosh, so many twists and turns, I just gotta
I
know!
don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
Why would he kill her? Him? Whatever.
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Man, Taka looks like his bromance is about to die. Oh wait, it is. Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was. Sorry, Taka.
Here's my answer.
Boy Crush is gone.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. What I find that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt?
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo You broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Sure, Mondo's handbook broke during their sauna showdown. If I can prove that, then that will show that the handbook Mondo had was actually he has Leon's. The broken handbook wasn't Leon's. It's Mondo's. Mondo.
When you found the broken handbook, and you're like, Leon just got broken away by all the soft baseball, and Michael was like, that definitely wouldn't happen. Are you sure that's Leon?
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Okay, I don't remember the controls for... How do we switch the... How do we switch the bullets? Oh, LB. Well, have a good night, Retro Gamer. Oh, okay. Left, okay.
You broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong. Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
It's not really his!
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
It's Leon's!
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
But this game is called Danganronpa. And there's apparently like 4 or 5 of them. You're watching this like good TV. Like, I'm playing it like it's good TV. I love this.
It's a good anime that you get to play through.
Which would mean that the handbook...
The name of the game should be down below on the stream, right?
Yes?
Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
I don't know.
I mean, even, like, I selected the games.
Oh, okay. Danganronpa. There's like, what, 4 or 5?
There's Danganronpa 1, 2, and 3, and there's also a prequel.
See?
And there's some other ones too, I think.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
But you can borrow... Oh, didn't we already cover this?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student.
Like, I'm pretty sure Byakuya already went over the whole loaning versus borrowing thing.
Yeah. They repeat stuff a lot.
Area, I admit. But
Yeah, but I mean, like, he went over it in his class trial, and okay, well, she's not the smartest, you know, crayon in the box. The brightest crayon.
As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch! What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
played a little bit of Phoenix Wright, but maybe I should be checking that out
Everything
too.
will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Wrong. Ooh, let's go. The comic book thing, right?
Yep. Closing argument.
Okay. We have 20 minutes to do it. Okay. So there's Chihiro. She's loading her tracksuit up in the bag. She sees Celeste. She freaks out about the tracksuit. Celeste sees the tracksuit. I'm gonna go ahead and put them all in where I think.
Yeah,
that,
you can swap them later.
and I can swap them if I don't. If I think that I find one that should have gone there. All right. And we get here. Okay. Okay. Like there. Oh, there was more. Huh. So confused. Who's in? Oh. Oh.
That looks like he's putting the poster back up.
Yeah.
That'd be after he went to
It
the
would
other
be after he went in, I know. But what would go there?
Maybe the bloody weapon. He just picked that up too.
Maybe.
Or maybe the door to the door to the girls' locker room.
Oh, I see what you're saying. We know that we know.
The Byakuya ones come later.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's got to be that's got to be the little one on the left there.
This one?
Yeah, because he reaches for the face to like get blood.
Yeah, you're right.
And that one has to be
The
him
cord.
getting the cord.
Yeah.
And that's putting the thing in the sauna. So that's the. Maybe it's the e-handbook hitting the ground. 'Cause that's.
Yeah.
That one's that one.
Maybe.
Maybe. So what do we got left? Fill in? This one. So he hits and opens the door. Okay. Or the one we're putting the poster back up, maybe?
You wouldn't put the poster back up before he laid her down.
Yeah, that's true. The poster's already up in the other picture.
Yeah.
Could just be opening the doorknob, I guess.
What's this a picture of?
Looks like a bathroom or something. Can't tell.
I can't tell either.
Well, we need to put something up so we can at least try it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Not even the right doorknob. I say it's the poster. Let's try. Oh.
That's not why.
I hit the wrong button.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
Yep.
But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Those are right.
Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
And
finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
Don't jinx it.
A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even
I just don't understand why. He was just fucking, like, effing around.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Or maybe to expose
Using
genocide
the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Oh.
Lose one heart. You made it all the way to Act 5. Oh, it's almost perfect. Maybe is that the sauna? Look like the sauna. Maybe it's outside the sauna.
Maybe.
Are there any other choices?
Bloody dumbbell.
That don't make sense. Doorknob? I mean, it could be opening the door to the sauna.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay.
There's only so many options. You got so much of it right, you're pretty good. Maybe that one, I guess.
Yeah. Keep hitting the wrong button.
It doesn't help that we never really walked into the bath and looked at it. That probably is what it looks like.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
I still don't understand why he killed Chihiro.
That's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Did you turn the heat on? Thank you.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
Yeah, where's your evidence?
You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer? That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I could somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. And, okay.
Definitely go to absolutely.
Yes. About fever time and nega time. Running a bullet time battle if you press the RB button. Fever time will activate. Oh no, not this again. Forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push A, Y, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access special time, right? I've also prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use. The opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle. Your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind, I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Surprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use nega time. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I think if you use fever time while they're doing that, that's kind of like the best way to avoid it. Do you want me to do this part again? It's the rhythm part.
You're wrong. I won't listen. I refuse you.
You gotta do both.
False.
When you target with one of them and you shoot the shot.
Show me some evidence.
You have to do it with the tempo.
Okay, I'm trying.
I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote.
Hit the button. It's nega time.
What time?
RB.
I won't listen.
Hold down RB and hit your buttons.
I'm trying.
Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
This should prove it. If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Yeah, hey. And B for the whole time out. Not bad. You got an A. Another 83 medals.
Yeah. I just want to be able to do the time battle on my own.
No, you absolutely.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Bye, corncob hair.
What?
Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it's so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada!
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're trending very close to the dangerous zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way you would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is a sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He heard things like that, and as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into the weakness. To take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about, even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak. Weak. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I could talk about it later? After I try my best to become strong, then I could tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my
I
chance.
want to change.
Going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yeah, he sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. The Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went.
That should probably be Monokuma.
So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
And then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? I mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep it secret?
Because...
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed?
Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you... Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
But that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad! Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong!
It's impossible!
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, you obviously can, and that's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join the gang in the first place was because of a certain someone.
Mondo's older brother name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, he had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw Mondo's very soul.
Yeah, that's true. Monokuma's revealing the secret even though he killed someone. He doesn't reveal all the other secrets, though.
Kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossips and whispers of the other gang members. Which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I'm gonna come out on top.
As on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for the victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
Oh, he didn't actually kill him. He got him killed, but...
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. Fucked up. Sorry.
Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team, you and me, put together. It's a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team that was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong.
And yet... As soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother!
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it would have all been for nothing. That's why I...
Mondo.
After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and it just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what you're saying, I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
You making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Why'd you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. Strong, I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
Stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I just started staring down at him, down at the ground. Hey! I killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. Don't call men strong to not get murdered. A weakness like that lived in our heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Hey, look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Did you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead and say that again, I dare you!
Yep. Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
But punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promise you, right? The blocking that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Armando Awada, the ultimate Biker King leader!
No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh, crud. Oh, no!
He killed Chihiro. He deserves.
He kind of like blacked out.
Whatever. Monokuma with the corn cob hair.
It's shit, though. I don't really consider him responsible for that. I mean, like, he didn't actually kill his brother. Just because what they did together was irresponsible and got his brother killed, I don't think that he killed his brother. He wasn't the one driving his brother's motorcycle. Or, wow.
Love and death in your soul will forever be at peace.
It can't be! My brother!
Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. And now we're stuck with the psychopath murdering, split personality serial
you got
killer.
Genocide Jill in the party now.
Oh my gosh. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to.
What a disappointment. Is this the end of the game?
The Akia.
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know. A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, but this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
However,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting.
Voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone.
Last night when murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too?
That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue.
The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
So he knew it was Mondo all along?
You mean you actually witnessed the murder? Such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea I'd seen him.
Well...
You're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed.
Man, he saw him vent.
Yeah, but if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have to answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up.
You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene.
But damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course.
Yeah. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me.
Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I have to watch out for.
What?
Correct.
So that was your reason.
Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes. We're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
It's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why?
Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating.
I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
What do you mean?
Mean? Mean? Mean?
What the heck?
I'm not doing that. My vocal cords are already stretched to the limit from doing his voice so much tonight.
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every stupid little thing.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh, how exciting.
I, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to a level of such childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Tagami family, for which victory is for foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh, it's so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. Don't trash him up for you.
I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
For he's not the main character of a video game.
Or is he?
I am.
Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap.
Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. Killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
The girl hasn't killed anybody.
Look, they're trying to kill someone. That's not good.
Yeah. Oh, the bear is absolutely... The bear's the headmaster of the school.
Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match.
This person with the bald head, that's just the figure they use when it's someone you don't know who it is.
Yeah.
It could be anybody.
But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
There's some twisted crap going on. So he planted someone. You think he's talking to Jill? I think he's talking to Kyoko.
The ultimate question mark, huh? Crazy diamond!
Wow. Yeah, I know. Alright.
That's the end of chapter 2.
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't cry.
Fan service!
But I've had enough.
I don't think she's a
Can't take it
boy.
anymore.
No.
Getting out of here anytime
I never
soon.
thought she was a boy.
You didn't think Chihiro was a boy.
Okay. But I mean, like, she's very voluptuous for a boy.
It's impossible. I can't let myself think about.
Unless she contours really well.
Here.
I have no idea who the extra student is.
There's our thumbnail for all the clicks.
If I keep thinking like that.
We should just pause here and talk for a little bit so that becomes the Twitch thumbnail. You get an influx of viewers.
No, thank you. Donuts! I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, malasau. Man, I want donuts.
I don't want donuts too.
Okay.
Is Dunkin' Donuts still open?
At 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
Maybe if you drive there.
Hey, it's only 7 where Chi is. Chi, send us donuts.
I'll tell you what, we'll drive out this weekend and we'll go get some donuts. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary.
Huh?
What's that sound? That's the construction sound that Hiro was talking about. You can contour. I saw this YouTube video where this person literally contoured some cleavage. Like they use the contouring to make it look like, I mean, from the side, it's not going to do you any good, but from straight on, you look like you got boobs. So from like straight on, I mean, I guess you could like contour it to make sure you look like you got some cleavage going on.
Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But
I'm super scared, but... Is someone there? Is that Chihiro's head?
It looks like it.
Maybe they're not dead. Maybe this is like a big...
Chapter 3. You think that the girl that was hanging lifelessly,
No,
letting you fondle his little boy bits wasn't dead?
No, you're not you didn't let me finish.
Okay, sorry. Good.
Maybe like it's all like a virtual reality type thing. Like you're really sitting in a room somewhere in like these pods with helmets on, and like when you die in the game, you wake up and the social experiment is over for you.
You think they're all actually in virtual reality? I'm gonna clip this for later, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you no.
You know what? I would believe.
No, Chi, don't spoil it. Don't look anything up. Oh, you're looking at the contouring of the breasts. Okay, do that. Turn safe search off when you do it. Oh man. How Chi jumps up to 100 viewers. New stream. How to contour breasts.
That probably would get a lot of views.
It would. I mean, it's like the girls that like paint their boobs on stream, right?
The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial, everyone met up in the dining hall just like always. And I expected it to start like any other day. But
Today's count kind of sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room today.
oh,
that is rather unusual for her. Normally she is so full of energy.
Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then...
So it's just the 7 of us, huh? Then? It looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang!
Impossible.
Or not?
Taka hasn't said a word since everything that happened yesterday. One look at his face showed he hadn't slept a wink last night. Must be because of Mondo. The two of them became so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. And then having to watch Mondo get punished and nothing he could do about it. Can't even imagine what it must have done to him.
well,
I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out. We have no idea if help's ever gonna come. I'm all depressed just thinking about it.
We simply have to make the best of things. Do our best to get along and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is the only hope we have now. What, to live here forever?
well,
Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, our every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
is that okay?
Competition? Discrimination? Victimization? And violence? As society grows, so does its perversions. In which case, is our current situation not?
Demon Angel, pretty pudgy princess!
Who's he calling pudgy?
Here we go.
Maggie, the drill shop owner, the bunny eater at Amazon, Cat Girl, Dog Boy, Robo Justice, the Galactic King. And what I mean is there's no 2D here!
There is nothing to be done.
The mastermind put such base desires to their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anybody? Since talk is like catatonic. As the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. We're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school.
Let's talk
about the elephant in the room for a minute? They actually wanted Toko to come to breakfast?
Well, Toko's fine, just not Jill, right?
Yeah, as long as you don't trip her into her alter ego, the genocide Jill the serial killer. I guess the girls are safe because she doesn't kill girls.
What are you going to do about it? I mean, you can't kill her. That'd cause a class trial, too.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Well, I mean, the class trial's over and all.
Perhaps.
There should be new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well then.
Then once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. Do you have any problem with that, Celeste?
There may well be a discovery waiting for us, which may further enrich our lives here.
No, the point is to look for clues.
And just as we were starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation.
You called for me, and so I appeared.
Genocide! Nobody called for you! What the? How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko?
God, this place is just amazing! Finally, a place I can just be my murderous self! Which is why I've decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in a cave for me! Plus, I have another battle to fight! The whole killer with a split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype. I'll fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches.
But you are a killer with a split personality. If you weren't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%.
Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need the little people to hold them up.
Well, whatever else we do today, we should first eat. Can't do anything on an empty stomach.
You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. So we were forced to eat breakfast with the murderer. And after a much needed but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school.
Yeah, can you get to the 3rd floor now?
As long as I don't get killed by, you know, Genocide Jill. Because while I am a girl, my character is not.
Yeah, you are a little boy, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Alright, let's find some stairs. Yeah, you never know the day you might need to contour on some boobs, you know?
Chihiro can use those tips.
Yeah. She definitely could have. Like, I feel like she didn't actually identify as a girl. She just hid as a girl.
Yeah.
So he identified as male.
Yeah.
He just decided to be a girl because he thought that would be easier. Interesting. Yeah.
See, I'm outside the girls' bathroom for.
Could it be?
Nothing's changed on this floor. Only difference is the gate blocking the stairs leading up to the 3rd floor is gone. Guess that's where they want us to head next. I wonder what kind of crazy stuff is up there.
And yet you're standing outside the girls' bathroom.
We need to do Persona at some point.
Yes. The 3rd floor of Hope's Peak Academy. I wonder what we're gonna find this time. What's up here?
Oh.
That's weird.
Yeah, okay.
On the wall there.
3rd floor.
Move contouring is a thing. Ah.
So in the end,
The windows up here are also barred with metal plates. Not surprising, I suppose.
So escape still looks impossible.
But I'd better check all the other metal plates again just to be sure.
Yeah, wouldn't it be terrible if you like didn't check? Whoa, there are 3 Monokumas on there.
Despair Squadron.
Well, I mean, we know there's more than one of him. Genocide Jill joined us for breakfast. I think Toko is gone. Only Genocide Jill, because she said
she likes being here because she doesn't have to hide who she is.
Yeah, she needs to murder. Getting tired of this? What did that say?
It says getting tired of this.
No, there was something else there.
Where?
Hold on, I'll show you. Look really carefully in this bottom corner here. Something my nose.
Lick my nose.
Oh. Okay.
Or pick my nose.
Yeah.
I couldn't see the first letter. It could be pick my nose.
It doesn't really matter.
Pick my nose.
Alright. I don't think the classrooms are what it wanted us to see. The rec room, okay.
The rec room?
I'm gonna, like, the mistake I made the last time is it made me go downstairs before I ever really walked the whole thing. So, we're gonna walk first. Ooh.
Big floor.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Stairs up again.
Whoa.
What's that? Physics.
Physics. Okay.
Physics has a very special wing at that school there.
Yeah. That hallway's a little creepy. You get murdered in that hallway very easily.
Check the map maybe and see how this place is laid out. Oh, there's a back room to the physics place too. There's like a storage room or something.
Yeah.
And so there's a rec room, and is that art? Yeah, art. We got a rec room. No, we got an art room. We got a rec room.
There's a storage room off
and
of...
yeah, physics and art both have a storage room.
Alright. Well, let's go to the art room first. At first glance, this looks like any normal art room. Something about it seems off, or multiple somethings. There are paintings lining the walls. It's really art? It just looks like a bunch of crappy graffiti to me. Okay. The Venus statue. Yep, definitely very art room-ish. The locker, but it doesn't seem like there's anything inside. No, it's the wall again. Is this a statue of Monokuma? Who would ever want to make something like this? Still, the quality is surprising. More of those. Okay.
Oh wow, look at the equipment. It certainly scratches that artistic itch of mine. Art supplies, of course, but they've also collected all kinds of sculpting tools.
So, Hifumi, do you like sculptures and figurines and stuff?
Yes, indeed.
Well, normally I limit myself to 2D, but figurines are like borderline 2D, so it's okay.
I don't know how that's borderline, but okay.
I'm a fan of Chirambo, Pumpkinhead, and I especially admire anything that Sarugo Ronpongi makes. Chirambo's ability to express the movement of muscles is exquisite, as seen in his Mama Cat series. Pumpkinhead is like a little sculptor fairy representing this century's greatest quality. Saburo Ronpongi, meanwhile, is known for his Mecha Museum series, which led a worldwide tour. Surely they can only be regarded as the Elite Four.
But one of your elite is missing.
No, nothing.
Oh, the Elite 3 just sounds stupid now, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Besides, that empty seat rightly belongs to me. It begins. Today my reign as the legendary ruler of the next century.
I see. Well, good luck with that. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the repository that's attached to the art room. It's used to store different artsy things. There's something on the floor. It looks like a picture. As I stretched out my hand to pick it up, almost as if on its own, my hand froze. Huh? So confused. What I saw in that picture was Chihiro, Leon, and Mondo, and they were smiling. What is this? Questions started racing through my head one after the other. Why is it only these three people? What are they doing together? When they're smiling like that? When was it taken? Who took it? Where's the camera they used? How'd they get it developed? And in the picture, the window in the classroom? There's no metal plate covering it. Which must mean, wherever this picture was taken, it wasn't here at Hope's Peak. There was no time to find an answer. All the questions floating around my head were quickly drowned out by... That's mine! Give it back! Monokuma appeared out of nowhere and snatched the photo, and any chance I had at answers evaporated. You peeked, didn't you? Well, they all had some pretty dazzling smiles, huh?
Isn't that wonderful?
They were definitely living their school life. It's like they ripped a page right out of the Book of Youth.
What's going on with that picture? Do you know?
I'm not telling you nothing.
Why can't you give me a straight answer? Never mind, I don't even know why I bothered asking. Gotcha. Their wooden mallet found her next burner weapon. Recall, if I had to guess, I'd say they were used for making sculptures.
All right, we got another prediction, folks. The wooden mallets will be used for the next one.
A dolly. They must use it to move all these statues around.
Or bodies.
Yeah, I thought about that too. And of course, there's a monitor in here too. The mastermind is thorough, if nothing else. Yeah. All right.
It would seem...
The third floor opened up this time. It's a lot of fun.
I can't see the name. Is that Garden?
Yeah.
Hey, Garden.
After a brief investigation, it looks like there's a physics lab and an art room. Also found a huge machine of some kind in the physics lab. I wonder what it does.
We just finished chapter 2. We're starting chapter 3 now.
Going to the rec room?
You gotta go back.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, cool. Darts.
Oh, of course you'd like this room. Poker. So this is...
See.
A recreation room, a place for students to come and relax. I never would have imagined a school having a place like this. Well, no normal school would. It has Othello, shogi, even a dartboard and a pool table. And look at this. They even have provided us with a remarkable number of magazines.
Isn't it wonderful?
Those would certainly be helpful in keeping our boredom at bay.
Listen up!
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Ring, ring, ring! Hello there! Allow me to expound! We've got fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, video games, baseball, science, all kinds of magazines. Oh, but nothing dirty. This is a school after all. If you need a quick fix, Check out the swimsuit, Max!
So then...
And will you be adding to our collection as these new issues come out?
Too bad.
Sorry, no can do! Even if I wanted to, right now magazines are kinda what?
Watch out!
Oops. Nothing, never mind, no. Anyways, that's it for my explanation. Bye! What he just said. I know, right? It bothers me too.
Most unfortunate.
Life here would be that much nicer if he could add some new issues once in a while. How disappointing. Really? Oh, it's not poker, it's Othello. Got it. Pool table isn't normal school equipment. Is this thanks to Monokuma, or did the school buy it? The table here, it's kind of similar to the desk in the classroom, but also kind of not.
Yeah, I know, you didn't hit anything, so pick one.
It shouldn't have shown a box, but I didn't pick anything. Even a dartboard, did Monokuma put this here, or was it always part of the school? I definitely picked something. It says there's something there.
You probably hit it right on the Othello board.
There's a copy of Othello here. I'm pretty bad at it though. Firm looking leather couch. It looks pretty comfortable. Different kinds of magazines here on the shelf. They even have a bunch of monthly comics, but without getting regular updates, what's the point? Looks like some kind of bottle, but what the heck is it? Maybe it's just they have many Monokumas in it with chess pieces. Just decoration or something. It's a beat up old locker. It doesn't seem especially important right now, so I don't need to open it. Yes. All right. Physics it is. Okay then.
Damn.
This is the physics lab? Less like a classroom and more like some kind of research institution. See if he talks now. Hey Taka, don't you think this place is like some kind of research institute? No. Still no reaction. Oh, look, there's a pretty pink camera with hearts on it. Oh, this is... and a fat cherub. Digital camera's got some kind of weird animated style design on it. Kind of beat up, but it looks like it still turns on just fine. Yep, it still works. I should show the others later. Okay. What's up with this ridiculously big machine?
Watch out!
What? What? You want me to do some quantum leaping? Huh? That's a time machine. Pretty awesome, right? It was designed by a student right here at Hope's Peak. The ultimate physicist. Although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Oh, a time machine? Seriously? So, they can go back in time?
Sorry.
Okay, then let me get in there. I can go back to the past, then I can... This time I'll stop Mondo for sure!
Oh, sorry, not possible. This particular time machine can only go back 1 minute. Come often handy when you, like, leave your pizza bagels in a microwave 1 minute too long.
1 minute?
You sound disappointed. But actually, I was lying about the whole thing anyway. There's no such thing as time machines.
What?
Hey,
Honestly, it's just an air purifier.
Air purifier?
in other words,
It can produce clean air no matter where you're at. With that thing, you could even live on Mars. But with that discombobulating gravity and deadly low temperatures, you probably don't want to live on Mars.
you guys.
Anyway, this machine is the reason you guys have all this delicious air. So don't go messing with it, you break it, and it's your butt.
Huge thing is just an air purifier? And more than that. To go out of your way to say something you know will hurt someone who's already suffering? God damn you. Hey, but we got a coin out of it.
That's the important thing.
Machine obviously has some kind of purpose, but I don't know anything about physics to begin with, so I wouldn't have a clue where to start with this. Okay. They must use these for physics experiments and stuff. There's materials, pulleys, steel plates, magnets, and all kinds of stuff I don't even recognize. There's a monitor here too, naturally. Can't let it get to me. I need to just forget about it. Okay. Through the door. Alright, I need to take a bathroom break before I talk to the crazy chick. So I will be right back. I can just hit that button, right?
Yep. Welcome back!
Having a stream deck is so handy.
Yeah, we gotta set up some more stuff on it.
Yeah. This is the equipment room. It's super disorganized and there's a strange chemical smell in the air. This place is so relaxing, so calming. The smell of formaldehyde is almost unbearable.
I'm getting seriously excited.
It's so tempting. I would have just dunked myself right in it. Of course, Genocide Jack likes it. Just goes to show how disgusting it really is. Covered lots of stuff, and it was all strange, but I don't know if any of it was an actual clue. I'm just getting more confused. Maybe I should head to the dining hall and talk about it with everyone else. Now I should head to the dining hall.
Ding ding, you're done.
Yeah.
I'm glad the game does that, honestly.
Yeah, because it keeps you from, like, wasting your time. When I got back to the dining hall, the first thing I noticed was... Tina? I tried to talk to her, but the voice was immediately drowned out by the others as they rushed into the dining hall.
Tina.
Huh? Oh, I thought she was sick or something.
Everyone rushed past me and crowded around Hina. Being surrounded by everyone like that, Hina looked really uncomfortable.
Hina.
Are you feeling better already?
Yeah, I ate a few donuts and that really helped a lot. You do love those donuts. But wasn't it your stomach that was hurting?
Well,
my stomach ache kind of made me hungry, so you know. I guess my memory's kind of fuzzy lately.
They say that a goldfish will eat however much food you give it, even if it's about to burst. This Asahina is pretty much the same, it looks like.
just a second.
You of all people don't have any room to talk.
Well.
Anyway, I was worried about you.
Sorry.
Besides that, you... Jeez, your knockers are huge. What the heck did you convince them to double up on? I'm not saying that.
Stay away from her feed. Anyway, first things first, we should talk about what we found, right, Taka? Right. Oh, I just remembered. I saw Byakuya a little while ago.
What?
You SOB!
Where? Where is he?
What? You're kind of scaring me.
Where was he?
He was in the locker room. He had a huge stack of books. He must have got from the library.
No, 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 no!
So that's where he was hiding. I won't let him get away from me.
Huh? Just ran off.
Is she okay? We should not concern ourselves with her. Okay.
So,
I wasn't able to help much with the investigation, but I did make one discovery.
Could it be? It happened to be a donut-related discovery, did it?
What does that even mean?
That's right.
Never mind, it's about the nurse's office. Remember the one on the first floor, right?
I remember, but it's locked.
Yeah.
Actually, not anymore.
So then.
Did you find any protein in there? Or even vitamin supplements would be fine.
I did look, but no dice. Just a bunch of headache medicine and over-the-counter stuff.
I see.
That's disappointing.
It is disappointing. Like the end of the world, it's already here. Not sure it's that disappointing.
Correct.
There was a rather remarkable physics lab on the 3rd floor. In the middle of the room, there was a machine bigger than anything I've ever seen before. Oh yeah, apparently it's an air purifier.
Huh? What's something like that doing here? Is the device really that big?
Really don't get it. Okay. There is one piece of good news. There just so happens to be a rec room up on the 3rd floor. I have no doubt that our student life here will be even more enjoyable with it. Will someone join me in the game of Othello sometime?
There was an art room on the 3rd floor, and it had all kinds of gear. Now I'll be able to recreate all my favorite anime characters. Oh yeah, speaking of anime, that reminds me, I found something while I was looking around. Oh, that's not me.
Perhaps.
A digital camera.
That's what it seems like.
Does it still work?
Yeah, it seems fine. Anyone dead yet? Sadly, no. No.
It'll be a while.
What the heck?
This thing's like a kid's toy. Looks like you can store 5 pictures, maybe? Doesn't even have a timer or anything.
Yeah, they all say they're trying to escape, and then after a couple days, Monokuma gets bored and gives them a motive to, you know, kill again. He, like, pushes them. He's like, yay! Don't forget, you're here to kill people.
Well...
On top of that, the appearance seems questionable. Is this some kind of anime character? Strange.
You know nothing!
Rude, she's not strange. She's Princess Pickles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess.
You recognize this, Hifumi? Hifumi?
Of course I recognize it. This super rare prize that was given away at a bingo contest at a big anime convention. You have any idea how much I had to pay that guy to get my hands on it? Wait, that's my camera!
What?
Damnation!
Where did you find it?
In the physics lab.
My most prized possession. I brought it here with me, but I lost it the first day along with my phone.
Let's see.
Why would it have reappeared in the physics lab?
However...
I would look at it.
What?
It got all messed up. It looks like when someone steals stickers from your collection, you buy a secondhand shirt. Well, that's it.
Oh, that's it?
Not mint condition. I don't need it anymore.
Unforgivable!
Weren't you just saying how much it meant to you? And then, may I have it? I might be able to find some sort of use for it. If any of you would like to borrow it, please feel free to ask. Well, I can't really imagine any of us are gonna need to take any pictures or whatever. Yeah, true. Let's see. We haven't talked to Silent Boy. Who's Weebs?
Weebs, like...
What?
Slime.
Oh, okay. No use. Well, we talked to everybody, so, like... I think.
Searched the entire third floor, but all the windows in the halls and the rooms were blocked off. Wish they'd give us the rest already. For serious, keep back my bright blue skies.
Just forget about it.
Impossible.
Make it sound like I dropped a nickel or something. Just to be sure, I went to the end of the other. Just testing each metal plate, none of them budged.
So in the end...
It would seem escape via the third floor as possible as it appeared.
Let's see. Okay, I've heard what everyone else has to say. Now it's my turn. Hey, can I tell you guys something? I found something that's kind of been bothering me.
What?
What is it? I found this weird picture in the repository. Oh, okay, got it. Apparently Monokuma took it. A weird picture? You mean like dirty? No, not that kind of weird. It was a picture of Leon, Mondo, and Chihiro all together.
Why?
Those three? And the three of them were laughing.
Oh,
You showed the three of them together laughing? When could it have been taken?
There's more. In the picture, there weren't any metal sheets covering the windows.
Well then.
Then the picture wasn't taken here.
Let's see.
But I don't recall hearing anything about them knowing each other before coming to the school.
Probably just imagined it. Monokuma cast a spell on you.
No, I saw it, I'm telling you. But if it wasn't taken before we got here or after we got here...
How about that?
I bet they're all still alive. They left the school and then took that picture.
Is that right?
That's impossible after all. Saw it with our own eyes. They're all dead. Either murdered or executed. And they're not the only ones. Monokuma killed Junko, and then there's Sayaka. That wasn't an illusion. It was real, I'm sure of it. They all died. There's no way any of them are still alive. We have to figure out what that picture was. So we have to figure out when that picture was taken. Monokuma most likely forged it. I can't imagine any other possibility. Forged? Is that all there is to it?
Stay focused, man. Don't let Monokuma's bullcrap sidetrack you.
He's right, but more importantly, on another topic, there is something that has been bothering me. I would like to discuss that. Okay. Okay. Bothering you, Celeste?
Actually.
What about Hina? What, me? You said your stomach hurt, did you not? But I believe that was a lie. What really happened?
Huh?
Varies from person to person, but whenever someone lies, they tend to have this way of showing it. Called a tell. Something you can't hide, no matter how hard you try.
Is that okay?
Whenever Hina lies, the tip of her nose gets just a little bit longer.
Huh?
What? For real? Actually, no.
Huh? Oh.
But your reaction just now confirmed it. You were lying.
Oh.
That's not fair! If you're going to lie, at least try to lie convincingly.
Hina, be honest. Were you lying about your stomach ache?
Yes!
I see.
Why? Why would you lie about that?
That's it.
You feeling guilty about something?
Just a second.
No, that's not it at all!
But
It's just, I mean, I have a reason for it. A reason?
sorry.
Be honest, I didn't have a stomach ache. I did it because even if I came and told you the truth, I thought you wouldn't believe me. The truth?
Well,
I saw it. Saw what? A ghost.
A ghost?
Oh, that's right.
You mean like that ghost?
Hey.
Is there more than one ghost? Who's poop gone?
I mean, Jill did talk about how big they are.
But I mean, ghosts are...
what the heck?
See, I told you wouldn't believe me. Not that I don't believe you, but...
I believe you. No matter what anyone else might say, I believe whatever you say, no matter what. So, can you tell us exactly what happened?
If you really mean that, Sakura, then okay, I'll tell you.
So,
It happened last night. I was in bed, but I couldn't get to sleep. Just kept thinking about everything they had to bring this scene up again. It's happened up till now. And I ended up just getting more upset. So to try and cheer myself up, I thought I'd go get some donuts.
It's important to set the scene, D.
It's Hero.
Donuts again?
honestly.
And you ignored the rule regarding nighttime.
Sorry.
No, sorry, I feel just really bad about that.
Anyway, please continue.
But
Well, so I left my room and headed for the warehouse. But then I started hearing a strange sound.
well,
It was coming from the direction of the bathhouse, so I headed that way. The locker is halfway open, so I took a look inside. And I saw a human shape surrounded by a pale green light. There's no doubt who it was. It was Chihiro!
say what?
No way! A ghost?
Honestly.
It's simply not possible. You must be mistaken. Just as in most cases of paranormal activity, it was born from your weakened mental state.
All we have to do is go see for ourselves, right? Let's just go to the bathhouse and see what Hina saw.
Is a waste of time. Maybe there's no harm in it, right? If we don't find anything, that'll be the end of it.
What? You're gonna go and see a ghost? Is that really a good idea? We might place a curse on you.
What the heck?
You can wait here if you want.
I don't want to be alone. Take me with you.
Hey.
What are you going to do, Celeste?
There is nothing to be done.
I suppose I have no choice.
How about you, Mr. Ishimaru? Are you gonna wait here?
Oh.
Guess that's a yes.
Like creepily follows you and stabs you in the back. Just kidding.
So,
It was right here. I saw it right here in the dressing room.
Goosebumps.
Come on, come on.
Allah Cthulhu fatigue. Shut up. What if he actually shows up?
Hina.
Where was it you saw Shihiro's ghost?
Well, I heard a sound, and when I opened the locker, I saw a kind of pale outline of Chihiro. Okay, well, let's just go to the locker. Come on, guys. No. Yes. Is this the locker? There was something in here? Huh, inside the locker is a laptop? What's something like that doing here?
I remember seeing this. Well, that's right. I saw it in the library before. Looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old. It's all covered in dust.
So...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. Broken, huh? Too bad. How did the laptop get from the library to here? And I guess it's in sleep mode, but the power is definitely on. Huh, but I thought it was broken.
I would bet Chihiro fixed it. After all, he was known as the ultimate programmer.
Then perhaps...
More importantly, Hina, you said you saw a green light, yes? Surely you did not mistake the light of the monitor for a ghost. I am surprised you were able to dress yourself in the morning.
Oh man, if I had the love's coolest girls attribute, I would have fallen in love big time just now. So glad I don't have it.
Well, I didn't really expect to find a freaking laptop inside a freaking locker, okay?
Hey, come on.
It's okay. I mean, anyone can make a mistake like that. As a matter of fact, one time I thought I spotted a gray alien, but it turned out to be a tadpole.
What are you saying?
Don't compare what happened to me to one of your stupid delusions.
Don't be mean.
I was just trying to make you feel better. What if I get all depressed forever now?
Well, listen, this isn't this really strange? What's this laptop doing in here?
In other words...
Maybe someone hid it here.
But... if that's the case, we found it pretty easy.
Wrong.
Whoever put it here, I don't think they were trying to hide it from us. Huh? What do you mean?
Hey.
Haven't you noticed there's one big difference between this room and all the others? There's a difference. There's no surveillance camera.
Yes, it's me.
I don't understand why she would say that. Yes, it's me. Okay. Precisely. There's no camera in here, which means this is the one spot where the mastermind is blind.
They're saying someone put the laptop here so the mastermind wouldn't know about it.
It's true.
And what Hina saw wasn't the ordinary glow of a computer screen. It was a figure of Chihiro's shining pale green.
Hey.
I think it would be best if we investigated this laptop in a little more detail. Just like Kyoko said, the display isn't on, the laptop definitely has power.
So then...
So first of all, we have to wake it up. Started hitting random buttons on the keyboard, and the display instantly began to glow a pale green. There were a bunch of different icons on the desktop.
Hey.
There, that icon on the far left. What is it? It says alter ego. Alter ego literally means another self, I believe. In the field of artificial intelligence, is it not uncommon to create different aspects of a personality? You can consider it something like a pen name.
Makoto.
Could you let me see it, Makoto? That Kyoko moved between me and the computer. Moved the cursor over the alter ego icon, and when she double-clicked it, the screen suddenly went dark. And then a voice spoke to us. Master, you're here. Chihiro's face appeared, taking up the entire display.
Oh, no! It's a ghost! Buddha and sweet baby Jesus, save me!
Calm down.
Calm down, it's not a ghost.
What? Huh?
Then what is it?
Anyway...
I'm sure if we just talk to it, we'll find out. Kyoko began to type, hands blurring across the keyboard. Oh my gosh. What are you? And then...
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
I always get so embarrassed introducing myself. The voice, the tone, and everything.
It's Chihiro.
I knew it.
Alter Ego, I've heard of this kind of AI program, but I've never seen one for myself. AI program?
That's right.
How Chihiro earned his title of Ultimate Programmer. The AI lives in a computer, and by repeating different tasks, it gains knowledge and grows bit by bit. Apparently, Chihiro used a support vector machine and reinforcement learning to develop it. Eventually came up with a breakthrough in artificial intelligence design. Support vector machine, reinforcement learning.
It's true.
Put it simply, it's a learning method for computers.
Oh Now, if you want to know more, just Google it, okay?
In other words,
But if this AI continues to grow, it will become more than just a piece of software to help people. Some say that an AI like this might someday replace people. And that is why it is called alter ego. A fine choice then, I must say. I can create memories, have thoughts, and grow up. The process isn't much different from how humans work. If you were to raise your own AI that way, it would make perfect sense to refer to it as your alter ego.
I see.
A second perfect personality that can never forget or grow old. That's what Chihiro created. That's alter ego. Kyoko, how do you know so much about this?
Are you okay with this?
Anyway, so he fixed the broken laptop and put his own program on there. That is what this means, yes? Then he brought this machine to this dressing room when the mastermind would not be able to see it. Hello?
But you know, this is all this about master and whatnot. Yes, yes. I believe I'm on fire.
Huh?
Thought you were only into 2D. This is the most excellent 2D possible.
Huh?
But he's a guy, and also a computer program.
I feel as if...
That aspect is no problem.
I mean...
That aspect?
Anyway,
Let's talk to him a little more. Kyoko tapped away rhythmically. How much you know about what's going on? Only gave me a general idea. But I do know that there are things have become very grave. Found himself caught up in this without warning. Kyoko immediately shot out another question. Why are you here? Are you asking what Master had planned for me? Well, he wanted me to analyze the massive number of files stored on his laptop. I believe the files are related to the school, but the protection on them is surprisingly strong. So it's taking me a little longer than I thought. But here's what Master must have been thinking. The fact that the files are protected so tightly means that they must contain some important secret. For example, perhaps the secret of the school. While I was busy struggling to make a sound, Kyoko pushed forward and asked for the next question. Much longer until everything's unlocked. It's gonna be a while. But I'm definitely gonna do it, so you can just leave it to me.
I see.
So because of how long it would take, he designed Alter Ego to handle the workload. But it also means that the work remains uninterrupted even after his death. Once again, Kyoko typed quickly. Keep it up, but be careful not to let the mastermind notice you. Don't worry, I've got a secret plan already, just in case. Actually, I can see what's going on using my built-in webcam, so if anyone suspicious shows up, I'll just scream for help really loud. Pretty basic plan, I have to say.
Yes, indeed.
That is fine during the day, but nighttime is a concern. Huh? Why?
Are you okay with this?
Have you forgotten? All our rooms are completely soundproof. Once we close our doors, he can scream as loud as he wants, but we won't hear a thing. Okay, then how about once it's nighttime, we each take turns guarding the dressing room?
However,
There's a good chance the mastermind would notice us all going in and out of the dressing room like that. Then what can we do?
so then,
Once nighttime comes, I'll leave the door to my room open. Wow, that's bold. And there's no way I can miss Alter Ego yelling.
But if you leave your door open all night, then...
it's true.
There's a chance I may become a victim myself, I know.
However,
But I'm not as weak as you may think. I wouldn't go down without a fight, I assure you. There was an undeniable strength in her voice when she said that. She was totally confident she would be okay. Confidence was something similar to Byakuya's tone, but at the same time different. She had an entirely different feel for sure. Someone who'd been dropped onto a battlefield versus someone who'd been born on a battlefield. I felt like that was the fundamental difference. I was pulled out of my thoughts by the voice suddenly emanating from the laptop. Would you mind if I asked a few questions? I haven't seen Master for a while. When you got here, I thought it was him, but... Master? For a split second, Kyoko seemed to not know what to do. She recovered just as fast and began quickly typing. Her answer was clear, concise, direct. Chihiro is dead. Mondo killed him.
Okay then.
I see. To be honest, I knew all along. I knew the chances that Master would survive the situation were very low. So I was prepared for this moment.
Somehow I feel kind of sorry for her.
can't even imagine how it must feel to lose your other self. It is a simple computer program. It does not have feelings.
You sure about that?
Shall we go?
Anyways, that's enough for today. If we linger here too long, the mastermind will start to suspect something. Then Kyoko typed one last sentence. I'll come back later. Yes, please do. It's a promise, okay? Bye-bye! The AI seemed totally different from when we first arrived. He seemed upbeat. Was it just because he was following his programming, or could he have actually been worried about us?
Could it be?
What's wrong, Hero?
You know?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if we might be able to get this laptop online. Then we could call for help from the outside.
But this is just a dressing room. I don't think you could get online from here.
Well, if we take it out of here and find somewhere that does have online access. That's way too dangerous. The mastermind would find out in no time. Oh, yeah, true.
Indeed.
This is no time for taking needless risks. For now, I'll monitor the progress of the file analysis. Confident we'll uncover some kind of clue once it's finished. This feels like a detour more than anything else, but I suppose it can't be helped.
Of course.
Well, for now, all we can do is wait for Alter Ego to finish his work.
You know?
So, we should get going?
It's true.
Indeed. Right? Like, I was wondering that the laptop hasn't been plugged in.
Bye. We'll be back, I promise.
Come on, Hifumi, let's go.
Okay. Maybe he's got like a cord running out the back of the
Maybe.
locker.
If Jill could kill Hifumi, that would be kind of I can't picture her being able to pin him up. That'd be difficult. And we all left the dressing room.
Well, she wouldn't want to pin him up. Then you would know it was her.
True. As soon as we were all out in the hall, Hina let out a joyful shout. Isn't it awesome? I ended up doing something totally awesome, right? And as if he'd been waiting for his cue. Oh,
Hina has gained enough experience to level up!
What's the matter?
So what was this awesome something?
Monokuma!
What the heck?
You guys all seem in remarkably good spirits. Did something happen?
No, nothing in particular.
Ooh, keeping secrets no fair. I demand an exclusive interview.
Denied, super denied.
Kyoko is sus? Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, just because you demand something doesn't mean we have to do it.
Say what?
Do I? You mean like, do it? Do it? Wait, what do you mean do it, do it?
Yes.
Ew, gross, you said do it! Wait, you said it first! We were just talking about going to the bathhouse. We have not had a chance to relax in some time.
Huh?
But unfortunately, the bathhouse is not divided into men and women sections. So we decided to do rock, paper, scissors to decide which group would go first. Hina won the match for us, and that is why we were all so pleased.
Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of which, okay, boys, why don't you head on back to the dining hall or something? We're gonna take a nice long bath.
Hey, come on.
Ah, jeez. What are you gonna do, right? We lost fair and square.
Well, ladies, shall we go? Bless didn't hesitate coming up with a ruse, and her poker face didn't even flinch. So she and the other girls headed back into the dressing room.
Damnation!
Nuts and damn it, we totally lost another day without getting to take my very first bath here. Yeah, but tomorrow for sure. You'll definitely get that bath tomorrow.
Okay, so should we head back to the dining hall now?
Hey. Hold on! Hey! Something strange here, very strange.
Strange, what do you mean?
What's strange is this perfect chance for you to sneak a peek.
Huh?
You're absolutely right! Thought you were all about 2D.
All you need to do is shut up, sit down, and listen to what I have to say. An opportunity like this doesn't come along very often. It's the ideal setting of a man's fantasy.
I was forced to ask myself, should I sneak into the bathhouse like Monokuma said, or just go quietly back to the dining hall?
No, I can't do it. I can't treat the girls like that. Just head back to the dining hall.
What?
What? What about your man fantasy?
I'm not sure a man fantasy should be about spying on girls and stuff. Should be more about your hopes or your dreams or adventures or whatever. Well, anyways, I'm not gonna spy on them.
See, I can't even describe my bitter disappointment. That primo fan service could have been yours.
We headed back to the dining hall, leaving Monokuma standing there alone. To be honest, even I was a little reluctant to turn down the offer. All right.
It's like...
You can...
Okay. Fantasy, my fantasy. So I guess you dig the real thing just like any other guy, huh? The only reason I care is because it's a good reference for creating figurines.
Oh, we missed it.
What?
I just remembered a thing that we could have done from when I played it on the stream. They helped me do it.
Oh, that's cool.
There's an item you can get in Chapter 2 called Man's Fantasy. And if you have it, you get a special scene there.
Oh, well, we're good.
Yeah.
A real live woman is useless to me, but looking at their naked form might be okay, maybe.
No way.
The girls heard you say that, we'd all be dead meat for sure. Meanwhile, we heard the buzzing of busy voices growing louder. Girls had finished their baths and joined us in the dining hall.
You got it.
Ah, man, what a nice bath!
This is fine.
Getting a chance to stretch out and relax after all this time, it's a true pleasure.
Indeed.
Of course.
Normally, after a long bath, I like to make myself a nice protein coffee, but...
Sorry, no time for that!
So in the end...
That's right. You can go.
That's what I think.
My vocal cords need a break. Huh?
Actually...
We were just saying in the bath how it was about time for you to get up to something.
Because...
After seeing how happy we were, an evil little monster like you would never let that last for long.
You're all so terrible to me. Everyone's so cold and mean. Even after I got presents for you all.
Presents?
Well now.
Oh, have I got your attention? Let's head back to the gym where your presents await. No questions, no dilly-dallying. Get the move on and everything will become clear.
What is it? What are you scheming this time?
It would seem...
Probably going to repeat the same thing again. Providing us with a motive to get things moving.
Huh?
Again? I don't want to. I don't want to do this anymore.
Me either. I'm like totally traumatized. So, if you had had Man's Fantasy, then you would have like snuck into the bathhouse, and you get that scene. First of all, how did this? But also like, how? Like.
Yeah. Wow. It's okay. We have alter ego. I'm sure he'll find something that'll help us. So for now, we have to just endure it, come what may.
I don't remember what you have to do, but it's fine. We missed it.
With heavy feet, we made our way to the gym, but when we arrived, there was already someone waiting for us.
What?
If you kept waiting by the likes of you, rest assured, if we had access to firearms, you'd all be dead.
Byakuya, did you get here early?
Did you forget how to walk? Is that why you're late? It's simple. Right foot, right foot.
The same as always, I see. Here, on the other hand.
What the heck?
Oh, she's back to her Debbie Downer self, huh? I heard what sounded like a sneeze, and she was back to her old self. So now she goes from manic to depressive whenever she sneezes? It's kind of late to add that into the mix.
Why does everyone keep making fun of me? I hope you all win the lottery and get hit by a bus. So when you say you want to meet, when you want to say something mean, then you can talk.
Well.
Anyway, it looks like everyone's here.
So then.
Which means.
You know what time it is? It's literally just fan service.
You guys?
It looks like everyone's here, so let's get started!
What?
Come on out with it. What kind of motive have you prepared for us this time?
However,
whatever you subject us to, we will not break.
Yeah, that's right. We're not gonna lose you ever again.
Come on!
You don't have to get so defensive. Calm down. I've decided to change things up a bit this time. Up till now, I've been using the whoosh of the north wind to get you all moving. But sometimes you gotta use the sun to light a fire under someone's butt.
Without further ado, I give you this! $10 million! I've prepared this graduation present for whichever lucky student makes it out of here alive. What do you think? It's 10 million bucks! 10 million smackaroos! It's like totally wowie, wow, am I right?
So that's the motive you prepared, is it? $10 million is...
Not nearly enough.
He's rich, he doesn't care.
It's true.
When it comes to motives, money certainly is the gold standard, so to speak. Whether it is in a mystery novel or the real world. But...
What are you saying?
There's no way we kill each other for money.
of course.
She's right, you simply can't purchase a person's life. You can say 10 millions or however much, I don't give a crap, we're serious.
Yeah, they're all right. Whether it's 10 million or any other amount of money. No, not even just money. From now on, no matter what you do, we won't kill our friends.
Come on, stop trying to act tough. The most important thing is to live a pure, moral, communal life.
Monokuma disappeared, leaving his words on stage along with the massive sum of money. There's nothing to worry about, right? Nobody would kill a friend for money, right?
You've forgotten so quickly the lesson from the last time. You can't judge others by your own standard.
Yeah, there might be someone here who's having money problems. Personally, I've earned over $1 million from my gambling efforts. My life is comfortable.
I'm telling you!
Hifumi, what about you?
You know nothing!
I'm super popular content creator. I don't have any problem making enough to buy money. Enough to buy my comics and DVDs.
What is it?
Hey,
Just stop pressing others about their personal finances is ugly. Ugly?
Don't worry. Either way, whatever's gonna happen will happen without warning. It's the nature of this game.
Nighttime.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such,
It is officially nighttime.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked. Okay then.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Now that it's changed, it's the same announcement. It's that time already, huh?
Hey.
Before we separate, let me remind you. Starting tonight, I'll be leaving my room door open to make sure nothing happens to Alter Ego. Just because my door is open, don't assume that will make me an easy target. Or the predator may suddenly find itself the prey. Her voice was calm and composed, but it was clear she meant what she said.
You know?
Okay, let's everyone just head back to our rooms.
How about that?
And don't think about the whole money thing, got it? Good, let's break. How was that? Pretty good, right, Taka? He's broke, Taka. Right.
As soon as I was back in my room, I crawled into bed. Money. There's no way that's gonna get anyone to kill anyone else. I told myself that, but deep in my heart, I was still troubled. After all, I thought the same thing last time about having our secrets revealed. Even if the reason for it seems completely nonsensical, murder can still happen. That's the lesson we've learned. This time it's different. I'm sure of it, because of the program Chihiro left behind, Alter Ego. finally have some small hope to grasp onto. As long as we have that, then I'm sure.
Little kids have it so easy. Cause they put little in front of their names and right off the bat everyone thinks they're cute. Well fine then. I want everyone to start calling me Little Monokuma. See, just by adding that, my cuteness goes up by at least 10%, right? Yeah, the world doesn't have nearly enough little. More little would lead to the salvation of the world. Just imagine, little arsonist, little war criminal, little destruction of the environment, little hit and run, little death tax, little Great Depression.
The darkest subject can suddenly become brighter. Our dreams are expanding, ding ding.
Alright, so what do you think of the new motive?
I think it's less of an incentive than some of the other ones because most of these people already have plenty of money. But hey, what do I know?
I want to stop at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another
beautiful day.
Alright, guys.
Well, then I guess I should head to the dining hall. I would say it better give me opportunity.
It does. So, that was the end of Chapter 2 and the beginning of Chapter 3 of Danganronpa. We'll be returning to Danganronpa again on Sunday. The next 2 nights are going to be more Final Fantasy. So, Friday, Saturday are Final Fantasy nights. Sunday we'll be at Danganronpa. And next week's schedule has not yet been decided, so I can't tell you after that. But, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, Chi. Thanks for dropping by Garden of Eden. And I will see you guys tomorrow, maybe, next time. We'll see. Bye.